Hi there and welcome to our channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about how much it really costs to live in Connecticut in 2023. Connecticut is a beautiful state with a very high standard of living, but it also comes with a high price tag. So if you're thinking about moving into Connecticut, or if you already live here, it's important to understand the cost of living. Let's dive in. So first of all, let's talk about housing costs. The average cost of a home in Connecticut is around $300,000 to $350,000, but it can vary depending on the exact location in the state. In some of the more affluent areas, like in Fairfield County, properties can easily go for $500,000 to $750,000 or more. And the property taxes are higher in Connecticut compared to other states like in the Midwest. So make sure when you're looking at a property and an area, you factor all that into your budget. Next, let's talk about transportation costs. So Connecticut has a pretty robust public transportation system, but it's not as extensive as some other areas like New York City, for example. So if you own a car in Connecticut, you can expect to pay higher than average insurance rates because there are more accidents in Connecticut. Also, gas prices are slightly higher than the national average in Connecticut as well. We do also in Connecticut have a car tax that you want to keep in mind, which can add $500 to $1,000 or more to your budget, and you're not going to have that in many other states, so keep that in mind. Now, moving along to food costs. So food costs in Connecticut are higher than the national average. Groceries can be expensive, and there's a lot of amazing restaurants here to dine out at, but it can really add up if you're dining out a lot. So keep in mind that extra price tag that you're going to pay if you're out there enjoying some of the great seafood, pizza, and other restaurants that we have around the state. Next thing I want to talk to you about is healthcare costs. So healthcare costs in Connecticut are among the highest in the country, especially if you don't have health insurance through your employer. Be prepared to pay extremely high premiums and costs for the healthcare that you're going to need. The state, though, does have some of the best hospitals, but again, comes at a high cost, so be prepared for that. Now, everyone's favorite is taxes. Let's talk about taxes in Connecticut. Connecticut is in the top 10 highest tax states in the country. The state income tax ranges from 3% to 6.99%, depending on the income, and the sales tax is currently at 6.35%. And property taxes are pretty high. So if you're moving to Connecticut, make sure you factor in these extra taxes when you're budgeting. Finally, let's talk about utilities. So utility costs in Connecticut are relatively high, with electric prices being some of the highest in the entire country. Heating costs can be pretty high as well during the winter, so be prepared for those higher utility bills during the colder months. Also, depending on if you have propane or gas or oil heat, that could add a substantial chunk to your budget when it comes to those colder months, so keep that in mind. In conclusion, living in Connecticut, it is expensive. There's no real, buttoning it up here. It's very expensive to live in Connecticut. There is a lot of great things from the beauty and quality of life, but it's important to understand this cost of living if you're going to be moving here in the near future. Housing, transportation, food, healthcare, taxes, and utilities, these are all factors that you need to be thinking about that contribute to that higher than average cost of living here in Connecticut. Thanks for watching this video about how much it costs to live in Connecticut in 2023. And I hope this video helps you make a more informed decision about moving here into this state. If you have any questions or comments or want to get financially prepared from the standpoint of buying a home, I'm more than happy to help. You can subscribe to the channel or reach out to me directly for more info. Hope it helps, and we'll see you next time. Take care.